Nobody knows why it's called a Swiss roll, but what I do know is it's a lot less daunting to make than you think. Hi, I'm Astrid from the Sweet Rebellion, and today we're going to be making a Swiss roll, also known as a jam roll or jelly roll in the US. Swiss rolls are a really retro cake that are making a comeback. It's a really easy cake to make, and you can make the sponge with just 3 ingredients. As far as fillings go, jam is the traditional one, which also goes really nicely with a layer of cream. I did a poll on my Instagram stories to see which filling is your favorites. The 4 options were jam, jam and cream, buttercream, or caramel treats. Caramel treat won by far, which I'm really happy about because that's my favorite too. So today we're going to be making our Swiss roll with a caramel treat filling as well as a layer of whipped cream. So a Swiss roll can be made with just 3 ingredients: eggs, castor sugar, and flour. But today we're also going to be adding a little bit of vanilla and salt just for flavor. We'll be using 4 large eggs, half a cup of castor sugar or 115 grams, 3/4 cup of flour or 105 grams, a teaspoon of vanilla essence, and a pinch of salt. Swiss rolls are made by the foaming method, which is where eggs are beaten with sugar until they're really thick, light, and foamy, and then the flour is simply folded in. There's no raising agent used in this recipe because we add all the air in when we whisk our eggs and sugar together. You can mix your eggs and sugar with a hand mixer or a stand mixer, but you need to mix it for a good long while, at least 10 minutes, to get it nice and thick and aerated. We're also going to add our vanilla and salt to our eggs and sugar before mixing. Make sure your eggs are room temperature so that they whisk up to their full volume. So our eggs and sugar are ready now, and this stage of whisking is called ribbon stage. And the ribbon stage is when you drizzle some of the mixture over itself, and that ribbon will stay there for at least 8 seconds, so it doesn't immediately disappear. And that's when you know that your mixture is ready. Next, we're going to sift our flour over this mixture and fold it in very gently to keep as much air in the mixture as possible. Once you've incorporated all your flour, the mixture is ready to bake. It's literally that easy. So what I've got here is a 20 by 30 tin that I've greased and lined with some baking paper. And then just as an extra measure, I'm also going to spray this with some cooking spray so that it doesn't stick. So now I'm just going to pour my Swiss roll batter into the tin and spread it with a spatula so that the top is nice and even. This is going to go into a 180-degree oven for 10 to 12 minutes. When our Swiss roll comes out of the oven, we need to have a few things ready. We're going to sprinkle the top with some castor sugar, and this is to stop it from sticking when we roll the cake up. After that, we're going to flip our cake onto a large board with a piece of baking paper on it. Then we're going to peel off the baking paper that's on the back of the cake, and then we're ready to roll it up. So now I'm just going to score a line about 2 centimeters from the edge of the cake, and that's just going to make it a little bit easier for us to roll it up. Now that that's all rolled up with the paper on, we're just going to leave this to cool for about 1 to 2 hours before we add our fillings. So to prepare the filling, I've just got a tin of caramel treat here that I'm going to whisk so that it's nice and smooth and easy to spread. And then I'm going to whip up 1 cup of cream to stiff peak stage. Now that our cake has cooled, we're going to spread our fillings on, starting with a layer of caramel treats, followed by some whipped cream, and then we're going to roll it up again. Now that our cake is rolled up, I'm just going to trim the edges using a serrated knife, and then pop it into the fridge for about an hour just for the cream to firm up. So there you have it, my caramel-filled Swiss roll. Thank you so much to everyone who voted on my poll. Keep an eye on my Instagram stories for other polls relating to my recipes. Thanks so much for watching. If you try this recipe at home, I'd love to know what your favorite filling is. Let me know in the comments. And also remember to tag me on social media.